And we're back. Part 10. We're starting the level 343. Gisbach.
Oh, and for the people who were paying attention from the last video, I was mentioning why I think Cortana's voice is, her animations. There we go. Her animations were all messed up. I think I heard that the studio that did all the reanimation and everything was located in Russia.
I've heard the same thing.
And maybe it's because like the mouth syncing was synced up to a Russian voice actor, and they just forgot to change it.
So what, you think they used the Russian voice actress as a stand-in?
Yeah.
Well, that would I guess that would make sense for the other characters that do actually have dialogue, like Keyes and Johnson.
Yeah.
There's that possibility, or they were good at animating, they just weren't good at syncing.
Yeah. Well, you did make a point that all of Cortana's animations don't really sync up with anything.
No. So, enough of that for a moment, at least. Gotta talk about this. First of all, I always like mentioning these glitches, even if people already know them because they've been around for so long. If you throw a grenade right before you get out of the Pelican, you'll get to ride off into the hills. And if you wander around, you can find a Marine without a gun just standing around.
Oh, and that scene right there with all the gunfire. If you go into like some sort of,
if you can get there by being on top of the hills, it's the only way to get there legitly. They're all floating.
Just floating assault rifles.
Yep.
But that makes Chief like that scene right there where all the Covenant are running out, all the gunfire. I bet you Chief's like, damn, I was slightly too late.
Well, yeah, your whole time you think it's Marines. Because, you know, when you come info, Hammer says the captain's dropship lost contact, 12 hours ago?
Yeah.
And then there's the crash Pelican, and it's just like, Captain Keyes has been captured, and blah, blah, blah. You can't really understand what they're talking about.
Oh, and then
the one thing I don't like, they made it too bright on this level, on the outside. I don't really care so much on the inside. You can clearly see the flood too well. Granted, this is a remake, so everybody knows it's not a surprise anymore. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past 10 years.
Or you've been playing Call of Duty for the past couple of years.
Well, no, you'd have to live under a rock, LJ. To not have at least heard of it. Another little factoid, because you might not pay attention. The flood that appear on the surface actually register as allies.
Oh, that's weird.
To keep up with the trend of thinking that there's Marines around. Since in the original you couldn't really tell what it was, even if you zoomed in with a pistol.
Yeah, all it was just something shooting a gun.
I don't know why I went back. Like, look at all the dead people.
I find it funny that they made custom models. See, that's the only time you ever get to see Needler ammo.
I think that might be in the entire series, also.
Huh.
Hey, it's the crazy Marine. Give me that.
He hasn't even fired a shot, you still punch him in the face.
I wanted the pistol ammo.
Look at him. I already know what you're going to do, punch.
Yeah, if you want to hear his dialogue, you have to hide right by the corner of that box, so he's still shooting at you.
I love how they brought back the Paranoid Marine in Halo Reach.
I thought they did that more often.
Oh no, I don't think they had one in Halo 3 or 2.
Oh. Well, yeah, I do remember the one in Reach, in the drone.
Oh, just a spoiler for the flood animation and stuff. I mean, flood models. I find it funny that they made custom models for the Marine flood, but they just reused the Elite flood from Halo 3.
Well, it actually is the Marine model from 3, but that's got given a darker tone.
Oh, actually, it's a custom
it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I've looked at it once before. They move the same way.
Oh, and I love how ragdollish his body is in this scene. Like,
He is a little too much. But then again, it was only a case of Ragdoll in the original game.
Yeah. Still, the Ragdoll is just...
Okay, I have a real beef with this scene in the anniversary version. So for our viewing pleasure, as soon as it's done, I included the original version as well. And that way I can show what I'm complaining about. Because there's a few things. Yes, this is my complaining section.
Oh, is this the one with the music?
Yeah, this is the music I was telling you about.
Wallace Jenkins.
It's not Leroy Jenkins, at least.
At least.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge? Watch your mouth.
I bet you that's what... If you fly with the Pelican, it doesn't disappear, and I bet you it's because of the cutscene. I bet you that's why. It has to keep it in memory.
Yeah.
I bet you it's reusing the same Pelican.
Maybe.
Well, one time, I blew up the shade turret back into the path of where the cutscene takes place, and Jenkins got stuck on it. And also, you can see the down Pelican way easier in this one. And I don't know if that's intentional, because it's never exactly explained how that Pelican got there. So, that's just a little dick pic. Because I don't even know. Also, I don't like why there's like this mumbling, grainy mumbling thing in this version.
Maybe it's supposed to be like radio
What is it, him breathing or something?
or radio transmissions. But I like the look of the Reach Trooper with the Halo 3 assault rifle that they use.
Ah. He looks... It's a lot clearer what exactly happened than in the original.
It's like a scene from Aliens, man. They just burst out your torso.
Hey, what are you doing? You're looking right into the camera. If you actually play this on the original graphics, it's in widescreen. You can see people popping in as they load.
Oh, and another thing in the original version,
like you watch it on Anniversary, but you play with the original graphics, so it's wider screen. You can see people pop in as they load during their portion of the cutscene.
Oh,
they don't actually have them scripted to walk. They actually load them in. Well, some people.
Oh, and the original version, Keyes actually wears a combat uniform instead of his...
Yeah, instead of his officer clothing.
I never really
if you switch back to the original, it's still the same way.
Oh, that's weird.
No, it's not just Anniversary. It's part of the original graphics entirely.
Huh. Could swear he wore a uniform, like battle dress uniform.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh.
If you played on the original graphics, even on this game, he's still wearing it. So yeah, it's completely part of the new graphics. See, Johnson, told you couldn't have been in the last level.
Remember, the Marines have clones. That's why there's so many of them. That's why a lot of them sound the same.
Oh, it's Mendoza, not Mendez. Okay, here's my worst part of this entire new cutscene.
The flood's just static the whole time?
Yeah, and look how scared they seem. They're like, ugh, let's shoot a little. Let's shoot a little.
Ugh. Captain Keyes is like, I finally get to use this thing.
Though, the only thing is you actually get to see Mendoza run towards the door. I don't know if it's a glitch. In the original, he just kind of disappears. Key still says get back here, but Mendoza just kind of disappears. You don't see him running. And that's only in the original game. If you played on the original graphics, it still does it right. Here we go.
See, there's the thigh piece I was talking about, how it's bent instead of straight.
Yeah, I never did insert those pictures because I couldn't find any that were clear enough.
But in this scene, you get to see...
Back in episode 3 that was. Yeah, I couldn't find pictures good enough.
Is it mirrors that the music sounds a bit more intense in this, the original?
Yeah, I don't remember this thumping noise.
You know what? The Marine that he's holding doesn't really seem ragdollish. It was just only in the,
I mean, it might not actually be using ragdoll. It might just be very, very meticulously animated.
Chief, yep, it's a helmet alright. Oh sweet, the iOS 7 update. And for people who don't want to watch the cutscene because you'd rather watch the rest of the commentary or whatever, Aaron might...
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
He's gonna provide a
Watch
little...
your mouth, son.
You want me to start
Stuff
singing?
is your history. Keep in mind, you grunts, what we're fighting to protect.
Sure, I'll include one
Hey,
of those skip
if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular
Oh,
part
there
of
we
my
go, that's what I was
history,
gonna say.
that's
Thanks,
fine
Aaron.
by
Look at
me.
that mouth! It's like
Yeah,
scrunched
better
on one
than
side.
You ask real nice next time.
Also,
you
none of the
visit.
Marines are wearing
I'm
the
sure
full
they'll be happy
armor
to oblige.
in this
What?
version.
Oh, that's
They
because,
are an anniversary.
I'm bringing
They're
us
just wearing
down.
the fatigues.
yeah, the fatigues and the booty hats.
Yeah, so you can barely
go,
see
go.
you can barely tell the other pelicans there. In this one. Like I
Fast
said,
forward.
I don't really know how important it is because they never really explain which pelican that is. This is supposed to be the one we just saw fly in.
Stay
or
close,
what?
Jenkins.
I just realized, Chief's impatient.
Why? Oh, he fast
Mendoza,
forwards.
move it up.
Yeah, he just keeps fast forwarding like, this is getting lame, let's fast forward to the cool parts.
Well, this is kind of
We're
a
here for
lame
the captain
part.
and his
So
squad.
he's just trying to
Sure.
figure out what's going on.
Sir,
But yeah, see, look how dark it is.
Okay,
I know
let's
there's sort
move.
of like a film grain here, but look how much darker it was outside.
Oh yeah, it was really
You
hard.
can't
in the
really
original.
see in front of your face. Kind of uses like old-fashioned N64 style
which is
fog.
weird, right? I mean, look at
Oh,
it.
the custom model of the Elite.
Something scrambled the insides.
Yeah, you see,
Well-
you can't really tell nearly as well
There.
what
Plasma
exactly.
scoring.
Yeah, I
That
don't
it's
know.
something like
Maybe there was an
burst
accident,
or infiltrated the
friendly fire
chest.
or something.
Yeah.
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol.
Yep, see, there he
Badass
is, he's
elite
in
units.
fatigues.
All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
I was originally just gonna
I
use
was
the
just-
anniversary and switch it to the original graphics, but they still do the same thing. So I had to go back and launch it in my original Combat
Right.
Evolved
Well, let's get this
entirely.
door open.
I'll
Nice.
try, sir.
In order to
But it looks like
show
these
the
Covenant worked
difference.
pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir.
Do what I tell you, or else.
Yep, the automatic door opener button, bigger. Works on everything.
I'll try, sir. It's done.
Chief, I should really carry one of those around with me.
Yeah, really, there's doors locked everywhere. Hey, actually, it was already green lit, I think. You can barely tell color, but I'm pretty sure it was already had green light, it just wasn't opening.
Oh, I know why it wasn't opening. He didn't
Had
shoot
a
it.
bad feeling about this.
This isn't Metroid.
Boy, you
But
always
maybe
got a
that
bad
button just
feeling
simulates
about
shooting.
something.
Can you hear me? We've got contact.
Yeah, Keith doesn't like budge at all to indicate that he's actually the one saying it. It's just his voice appearing out of nowhere. Like he stands still.
Corporal, do you copy?
I don't think
Over.
I don't think Keith's mouth even moves when he says that
Mendoza,
line.
get your ass back
I don't
up
think
to
so
second
either.
squad's position and find out
I
what
think
the hell
Keys is a
going on.
robot.
But I don't have time for your lips,
Well,
soldier.
he does.
I gave
He
you an
does
order.
have things in his
Listen.
brain.
What is that?
I bet
think
you,
the-
Matt.
Where's
I
that
think the
coming
problem
from,
with this
Mendoza?
part
I don't
of the
need-
anniversary
There!
version is it's
Mira!
completely scripted. I think
Completely.
they have them sort of free act,
Hold
I'll
still!
call it.
Hold still! Let him have it!
See, that Marine also seems like.
Do you think when the
And look at this, they're
yell-
like.
God,
Shoot
Jenkins,
Shoot
give me
him!
a weapon!
They're
There's too
everywhere!
many,
Don't
sir.
even
Oh, and you think
about
when the
it.
Marine was yelling in pain that everyone would look?
Oh, this is
Captain
Loco!
Keys,
See, Mendoza just disappears.
Keys is like, this is a normal Tuesday for me.
And look at that.
Oh, look at that, these windows.
I think that's wounded.
Oh, damn. Oh, it's
Yeah,
over.
because I had to put in the extra one and, like, I can't fit the second part. So, we'll continue this in a moment, folks.